Welcome everyone to the next episode of the Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age Platinum Guide. Okay, so in this episode I'm going to be talking about actually quite a number of different trophies, and they're all pretty much related to the marks of the game. So in this game, there are a lot of hunts, and as you can see here in this entire menu, there's 45 total. That counts both normal marks and also elite marks. Elite marks begin with number 33 going all the way down to 45. Everything before 33 is a normal mark. Now, what trophies are related to this, you may ask? Well, indirectly, every single one. Every single one. Why? There's a good reason why. So basically in this game, the very final mark of the game that you'll be doing is going to be Yasma, which is number 45, Farewell to a Legend, and there is in fact a trophy for that one. In fact, it's actually a gold trophy. It's a gold one, so it's worth a lot more. Now, because this is the last one, you actually are required to defeat every single mark in the game before you take on this hunt, except for the Seer for some reason. This Shadow Seer, you can actually not do it or something, but aside from that one, you have to do all 1 through 43, complete them, and that'll unlock Yasmat. In addition, you must defeat the Hellworm. What's the Hellworm? Let's talk about all this, but let's go ahead and narrow it down step by step. Okay, so basically, like I was saying, as far as trophies, you'll be getting your first one story related when you defeat this one right here. That's a trophy in itself, but that's story related. All the other marks from here, all the way down, so 2 through basically all of these until 25, they don't really have anything. Now up until number 25 is when you will not be getting any more trophies. However, when you take on number 26, Visitor on Deck, you must fight Deathgaze, and this actually correlates to a trophy known as Eagle Eye. So for the Eagle Eye trophy, you must defeat Deathgaze, as I just said. How do you do this? Well, to actually trigger Deathgaze, you must accept the actual hunt from the little boy in one of the arrow domes. From there, simply keep on going from any one to another. Now, if you select by private cabin, it's actually faster. Much faster. Basically, you have a 4% chance to run into Deathgaze every time you take an airship from one place to another. But it doubles every single time, as in the next time, it's an 8% chance, then a 16% chance, then a 32, and a 64. It stops at 64, but once you get to 64, well, you'll eventually get it in a couple tries. As far as a fight with Deathgaze, well, you can see it on screen right now. So after you complete that, then the next few ones won't actually have anything at all until you get to 31, Fastener. So Fastener is regarded as the hardest normal mark of the game, not elite mark, normal mark. So for this one, there's a Wyrmslayer trophy. How do you encounter Fastener? Simply go to Mount Bromisas, accept the quest, and then from there, you must go to the actual location that you see. How do you trigger it? Come from the Feywood, keep going in and out until a blizzard actually starts in the Paramena Rift. When there's a blizzard, make a direct beeline onto the secret area of Paramena Rift. The fight against Fafner is really difficult sometimes, but it does help to equip some accessories that prevent the stop status on your party sometimes. Also try Bubble Belt and or Genji Gloves, try a Masamune, a Zodiac Spear as well, and so on. After this one, and after 32, that's all the normal marks of the game. However, when you move on to 33 and beyond, these are in fact the elite marks. The next one has a trophy is number 37, which is Sharpshooter by defeating the Trickster. The Trickster is honestly not very difficult if you save it until the end of the game. If you save it until the end when you have Redis in your party, you're actually going to be very over level by this point. It only has 62,000 HP, which is not that much. Simply be aggressive before the battle, put Protectka, Shelga, and Bravery on everybody, and you can even bot choose Y in one character. Eventually near the end though, it's probably going to, well, bring up a shield that prevents physical damage. The easiest way to actually deal with him is by then using a moat or using a magic if you do in fact have a black mage. Keep in mind that it does absorb random elements, so make sure the magic is non-elemental. Use shock motes, use scourge motes, whatever. After 37, there's, well, 39 is the next one, which is this one, Carrot. Carrot is also not too difficult if you simply wait until the very end of the game when you have Redis with you. Again, before the battle, make sure to use Protectka, Shelga, Bravery on everybody, and so on. As far as how to trigger Carrot, you actually have to not defeat any enemies in the Salika Wood until you get to the very exact spot that you see on the map. Once you get there, then you can just start battling him, but don't fight any enemies in the Salika Wood. The next one is number 40, which is Battle on the Big Bridge. This one is in fact the Master Swordsman trophy, which is a silver one. Defeat Gilgamesh. There's actually two phases to this battle. When you first go to the Lusu Mines and teleport there, simply go west of that location and it'll take you to the first battle against Gilgamesh. It's actually rather simple. This battle is really easy. But the second battle takes place way deep into the Lusu Mines. For this, you actually need to have already completed the Antlion quest to be able to successfully open the door that leads up north to the final parts of the Lusu Mines. In the very last area right after the last save point in the Lusu Mines, you will fight Gilgamesh battle number 2. Keep in mind that you can't actually steal the Genji set from this guy. Simply keep stealing after every phase and you will eventually get the Genji set. The next one that rewards a trophy is number 42, Truth Shrouded in Mist, the Behemoth King. For this one, it's the Lord of the King's trophy, which is a silver trophy. For this one, to actually trigger the Behemoth King, it's a little bit strange and even hard to show on screen as to how to do it exactly. For this one, the easiest way is to go to the Edge of Reason and defeat the Jituveganist. From there, simply go to the previous area, the Ice Field of Clearsight, and defeat every single enemy in this area. So make sure to really double check, triple check the place, kill every enemy, then move back to the Edge of Reason, and the Behemoth King should be there with no other enemies in the entire area. Sometimes it can take you a few tries because you might miss an enemy, and it actually took me a number of tries, even on my attempt. So just keep trying. Again, kill enemies, every enemy in the Ice Field of Clearsight, and then just simply defeat the Jituveganist in the Edge of Reason, go back, defeat all the ones in Ice Clear Field Site, and so on until you get it. The battle's difficult, it can be very difficult, but as long as you keep nice healing gaps going, your best equipment you possibly can, such as Masamune's, Genji sets help a lot, Bubble Wells help a lot, the Zodiac Spears, and so on, you should eventually get this guy down. But again, save it until the end stages of the game when you have Reddits. And the final one is not actually a hunt, but instead it is for the Hellworm, the Radiant Saber Silver Trophy. How do you obtain this, you may ask? Well, it actually starts off by defeating the Viral in the Cerobi Steppe, which is actually a rather easy mark late in the game. Defeat it, and then get your reward, and you will obtain the Dragon Scale. With the Dragon Scale, all you want to do is go back into the Cerobi Steppe and touch windmill number 10, and it will trigger a cutscene. Give the Dragon Scale to the guy, and you will receive the Age-Worn Key in return. With the Age-Worn Key, you are actually able to access the secret location in the Sachin Cave Palace. All you really have to do is go into Destiny's March and begin from the very east side section of the room, and then from there, open all of the doors of time in basically a clockwise fashion. Eventually, when you do it right, it will open up. After that, simply proceed to the very furthest west point of the room and then keep following the path from there until you eventually get to the door that requires the age-worn key. As far as the battle itself, Hellworm has kind of a lot of HP, roughly about 10 million HP, 8 to 10 million or so. Can be pretty time consuming, but again, the easiest way, just like with Yasma, which I'll mention later on, Masamune, Zodiac Spears, like I keep saying, the best stuff you possibly can. He is actually weak to the Holy Element, and also make sure to bring equipment that absorbs the Holy Element, as well as prevents the stop status. So that right there is all of the Hunter trophies except for one more, which is the Hunter Extraordinaire by defeating Yasma, but that's going to be a separate video in itself. But if you enjoyed this episode in any way and you find it helpful, please be sure to leave a like. I would appreciate it very much. Thank you, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye everyone. Have a great day.